This is #Africa. Now to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Food prices have spiraled in what the United Nations and some government officials condemn as unscrupulous profiteering at a time of international crisis.
At Kinshasa's main market, Shop Amiri is stockpiling tomatoes amid fears that the cost of food could again spiral out of control as they did when the Congolese government first attempted to impose a lockdown at the end of March.
Today I see it got a little better, but when the government wanted to confine us for 4 days, one bowl of tomatoes cost 500 Congolese francs instead of 200 to 300 before. So today I am buying more tomatoes and I keep them in the freezer because tomorrow everything can go up.
Higher prices chalked on the board behind some stalls at Nkintambo Market are testament to a practice that has been condemned by the United Nations and some government officials as unscrupulous profiteering at a time of international crisis. But vegetable seller Lee Nsumbu says she has to sell her produce at a higher price because the amount she pays for a box of tomatoes, for example, has tripled. Finance Ministry advisor Tripo Losa blamed a few bad faith Congolese, mostly resellers, and said the government has raided some wholesalers and deployed inspectors on the ground. Reeling from decades of conflict, Democratic Republic of Congo is already the world's second most food insecure nation, according to the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization. Despite having 80 million hectares of arable land with the potential to feed almost a quarter of the world's population, only 10% is cultivated and the country's infrastructure is in ruins, meaning it relies heavily on food imports. A spokesman for the FAO said more recent rises in food prices have been driven by trader speculation combined with panic buying and increased transport costs.
Well, Nigeria has overseen a huge growth of locally owned and managed companies in its oil sector. But lower prices and the new coronavirus are threatening the transformation.
Nigeria's economy is expected to contract by 3.4% this year, government officials said on Tuesday, as dwindling oil revenues coupled with a world under lockdown forced the country to assume a lower petroleum price of $20 a barrel. That's bad news for a sector that over the past decade has seen unprecedented growth in local capacity. In 2010, Nigeria enacted legislation to boost the number of locally owned and managed companies in the multi-billion-dollar industry overseen by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, or NCDMB. Amy Jadesimi, managing director of the Lagos Deep Offshore Logistics Base, said the act was instrumental in shifting the market to a place where so-called local content was compulsory.
It also enabled private sector players such as LADO and the NCDMB, the board, to put in place long-term plans so that we could see over the first 10 years, which we're now reaching, a transformation in the capacity of the market.
But the economic headwinds now threaten such changes. Africa's top oil exporter relies on crude oil sales for around 90% of foreign exchange earnings and more than half of government revenue. But on Tuesday, Finance Minister Zainab Ahmed said Nigeria will be cutting its budget by around 15% and that major oil and gas projects will be delivered much later than originally planned.
In Senegal, COVID-19 appeared to have been quashed in the country's second city of Touba. But after a 2-week lull, cases have dramatically spiraled in the religious city, serving as a warning to other regions.
As countries ease lockdowns across the world, the religious city of Touba could serve as a warning. A cluster of cases in Senegal's second city prompted President Macky Sall to close schools and ban religious gatherings, one of the first leaders in sub-Saharan Africa to do so. In Touba, home to a powerful Sufi Muslim Brotherhood and known to some as Little Mecca, the doors to its Grand Mosque were closed, a dusk-till-dawn curfew imposed, and public awareness campaigns launched. The swift response appeared to have worked. From March 26, the city enjoyed a 2-week lull. But on April 11 came the city's 27th confirmed case of COVID-19. The patient had not traveled abroad or come in contact with unknown patients, suggesting the disease had taken root. The number of cases has risen sevenfold since then to more than 190, despite the intervention of the army, which set up a makeshift field hospital and have been decontaminating streets. At Turber's main hospital, they are coping with the caseload, thanks in part to the army's assistance. But without ventilators or intensive care beds, they could quickly become overwhelmed. Head Dr. Cilian Mbake says some in the city are in denial about the disease and some don't believe in it at all. At the Okes market, 100 meters from the Grand Mosque, traders appeared unconcerned. The market remains open for business, though it has been disinfected and traders are ordered to close shop at 3 p.m. Shoe seller Mohammed Tiana says they are not afraid of getting ill. God decides who lives and dies, he says, and what will be, will be. Nevertheless, while other West African countries such as Nigeria are easing their lockdowns, in Senegal restrictions are getting tighter.
Well, several African countries have put in orders for COVID-19 organics, a plant-based remedy championed by the president of Madagascar. This despite World Health Organization warning that it is not yet approved.
Your Excellency,
Madagascar is putting its self-proclaimed COVID-19 cure on sale, despite warnings from the World Health Organization that the plant-based remedy is not proven. Several African countries have already put in orders for the tonic, which President Andre Rajoelina launched last month, saying it had cured 2 people. On Friday, a delegation from Tanzania arrived to collect their consignment, with Foreign Minister Palamagamba Kabudi saying Madagascar had made Africans proud.
Madagascar is contributing a solution to a global problem. We've been always used that it is Europe and Western Europe and other countries which do contribute to global problems.
Madagascar has been giving away thousands of bottles of COVID-19 organics, which was developed by the state-run Malagasy Institute of Applied Research. Tanzania, Equatorial Guinea, Central African Republic, the Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Liberia and Guinea-Bissau have all already received thousands of doses free of charge, and it can be bought domestically for around 40 US cents per bottle. Antananarivo resident Rakot says he's been taking it for 6 days and believes it will cure the pandemic. COVID-19 organics is based on the plant Artemisia annua, which has anti-malarial properties. Isolated compounds extracted from Artemisia are effective in malaria drugs, the World Health Organization has noted, but the plant itself cannot treat malaria. WHO Africa head Matshidiso Moeti said she was concerned people who drank the product might feel they were immune to COVID-19 and engage in risky behavior. The WHO has said COVID-19 organics needs to be tested for its efficacy and any side effects. The African Union said on Monday that it was trying to get Madagascar's technical data on the remedy and would pass that to the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for evaluation.
Well, still to come, the healing power of music in Nigeria and a new hairstyle is catching on in Kenya. We'll be right back.